Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. So another fluid art creation, paint and water only. I'll go through all the ratios, all my colours, all my consistencies in a second. But today I'm using a circular canvas and I'm going tropical. So the colours are inspired by tropical colours. It's a tropical colour palette, or what I associate with the tropical colour palette. I'll go through all my brands and my colours themselves now. But I just wanted to take this moment to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for joining me week on week. It's really appreciated. And I hope you're enjoying what I'm showcasing. If there's certain techniques you'd like me to do, then please drop them in the comments below. I'm really happy to explore. I want to evolve as an artist and I'd like you on that journey too. So, as always, let's see what we can create. Okay, so here's the colour palette that I've chosen to be my tropical colour palette. As you can see, I've got 3 different brands. I've got Arteza, I've got Pebeo, and I've got Amsterdam. So I will list all of these colours and the brands in the description box, just so you can see. And this is just a paint and water combination. So I've mixed my paints, 1 part paint, 1 part water. And you can see there the consistency of that paint and water combination. Very fluid. I'm going to use this one as my base coat. So that's going to be on the base. It's a gorgeous yellow. And then I'm going to place these 4 colours, these 4 colours on top. That one was just sneaking away. So as you can see, I love this iridescent. The green blue by Pebeo. You just see how that shimmers. So I've got all these colours already mixed up. As I say, 1 part paint, 1 part water. You can see it just trickles off the spatula. I don't think I've used this colour before. This is a brand new colour that I've picked to try. So I'm going to see how that one works out. But yeah, so they're my colours. They're all mixed up. That's going to be my base colour. So let's go. So I'm just going to get my base coat down. I'm starting in the middle, so I've tipped the paint from the cup onto the canvas in the middle. And then I'm going to use my blow dryer to spread the paint across the canvas. The blow dryer is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. So my base is down, it's got consistent coverage. So I'm now just adding the other colours on top in 3 different puddles. I'm just taking 1 colour at a time and placing that colour in the middle, because I then intend to use my blow dryer to blow those paints from the middle to the outer edge. I'm just using my torch to pop any air bubbles, and then I'm going to take my blow dryer on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed and blow out the paints. There's enough base colour on there, so I don't need to add more, but I'm just going to direct the paint from the middle to the outer edges with that blow dryer. I want good coverage, but I also want to blow the paint out so it covers the full area, but also leaves some of that negative space, that colour that you can see on the surface area. So let's go. I'm going to position the blow dryer in the middle and then just blow the paints out. And then once I've done the initial blow, I will just fan the paint out by blowing more from the edges to the outer edge of the canvas. I definitely want more burst of vibrancy with the colours that I'm placing on top. So I'm going to add some more paint. And I always say it's always better to be in a position where you can add more paint rather than have too much and you need to get rid of lots. So this initial blowout is great, but I really do want some more of that vibrancy, especially with that green and that pink. So once I've done the initial blowout, I'm going to add some more colour on top. But I really do love how that has fanned out and created some different patterns and cells as we've gone. So I'm just going to add some more colour and then I'm going to blow out this area again. I'm much happier with this because I can see those greens, that vibrancy of those greens on top. So I'm just going to fan out some more of the colour. And it's at this point that I'm really considering the composition, the balance of this piece, that block colour, along with the colour on the underneath, that base colour as well. So with this one, it's like adding different layers and doing a layer at a time. And by doing it this way, I'm able to create some different depth and movement within this piece. But when you're using your colour palette, just be conscious that depending on the density of the paints that you're using or the colours that are within your colour palette, if you blow and blow, you might end up with more of a muddier mixture. So if you want to prevent that, think about some colours that you can maybe layer in between, especially some lighter colours. In this one, I've used a Naples yellow. It almost looks a white colour on screen, but it does have that hint of yellow tone. So that's what's really helping me to prevent any muddiness within this creation. But as I say, it's always better to add more paint as you go, rather than have too much paint on your canvas, blow it all off and waste that paint going onto your table. Although, as I always say, any paint that does go onto the table is scooped up and used as a flow extender in future pieces. Okay, yeah, I think I'm finally happy with this one. I'm happy with the colours on top mixed with that base underneath, so that balance of colour and block colour underneath. So I'm going to take you in now so you can see this as the wet version. I will let this dry, and of course I'm going to take you in so you can see the dry version. Thank you so much for all of your comments. I really read every single one and I take on board any feedback. So if you want to let me know anything you're up to or any suggestions with this piece, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, drop them in the comments below because I really do enjoy receiving all of your feedback. Okay, so this is now dry. So let me just pick this up so you can see how some of those colours are really shimmering. There was an iridescent in there and you can see those colours just there. I'll place it down so I can show you a close-up of the dry version. But this was a lot of fun to do. It was a challenge because I needed to add a couple more layers than what I had intended. But it just shows that I'm really kind of learning as well all the time about different colour palettes. When I step outside my comfort zone, I went all tropical with this one, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I get to see you again in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.